Boker Tov, good morning. Today is Friday, December 29th, Erev Shabbat, Parshat Vayechi. Yaakov is aware of his coming death. The Torah describes first initially that the days of the end of his life were coming close, and that's when he discusses the burial plans, and then he falls sick, and Yosef is called to see his father. And Yaakov says the following: that God, the name God that's used here is El and Shaddai, appeared to me and blessed me, and he said to me, I will make you fruitful and multiply, and I will provide for you to be an assembly of peoples. And I will give this land to you, and for your descendants after you, as an achuzat olam, as an everlasting inheritance. So then he goes on to say that, and my plan is that your two sons, Yosef, they'll be counted amongst my sons, and they'll be able to inherit in the land of Israel along with them. That's what the discussion that he has is. I think there's something very important that's happening here, and it shouldn't be missed. I remember years and years ago, some type of drasha that my old rabbi from Virginia, Rabbi Isaacs, who had made Aliyah, and I was spending Shabbat with him in Yerushalayim, and I think this is his vort, and if not his vort, then it's my vort, and maybe some and probably others as well that I didn't notice it inside. That we have here a term that's used that was also used at the end of Vayigash. The end of Vayigash, last week's parsha, we're told, Vayechi Yisrael be'eretz Mitzrayim be'eretz Goshen, and Israel dwelled in the land of Egypt, in the land of Goshen, Vayeyachazu ba, Vayifru vayirbu ma'od. And they acquired property there, they took holdings there, and they were fruitful, and they multiplied there. What is it that Yaakov is saying by quoting these words that God promised to him that night when he saw the angels ascending and descending the ladder? That God says, I will give you this land, as he now quotes it, as an achuzat olam, as an eternal acquisition, and I'll make you fruitful and multiply. It's exactly this point, that there is a worry that is pervading and hovering over Yaakov. That you, my children, are being fruitful and multiplying, and you're taking achuzah, you're taking possession of property here in the strange land, here in Goshen, in Canaan. This is not our place, Yaakov is telling his children. I want to be buried back in Canaan, and my thoughts now, as my life draws to an end, is all on that. The question about who's going to inherit me, and how I will ensure that all of you have achuzah, your real hold of land, and your place is not here. It is in Eretz Canaan that God has promised me. That's where you should be fruitful and multiplying. That's what's on Yaakov's mind. And we Jews who have, made our lives here, we American Jews, we New York Jews, we people who live here in White Plains, just need to remind ourselves of this, just as a humbling and reorienting moment, even as Israel is struggling through the most difficult time since its founding in many ways, that this is not where our holdings are. This is not where our fruitfulness and multipliedness is meant to be really experienced. It's meant to be in Eretz Yisrael. And whatever we hold here, we hold ultimately as a temporary holding. It is in Israel that we have achuzat olam. There is the everlasting and eternal holding. May we remind ourselves of it and be privileged to actively make that a dream that comes true for ourselves, and in the time that either the time of the Mashiach, or to help bring the Mashiach as well. Have a Shabbat Shalom.